Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We're at 13750 Southwest Willow Top Lane here in Tigard, located down in the crawl space. I describe everything as if you're standing in the street facing the front of the house. So right now we're actually pretty close to the front of the home here. The line exits out the rear, so it's kind of reverse to your average sewer line. We're coming into the back end part of the clean out. This is the rearmost end of the sewer line. No pun intended. Anyway, we're going to zero out here, checking the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water is running. We're going to zero out. Off we go. And bear with me, it's probably going to be kind of an awkward run. I am finagling myself around a bunch of framing down here. If the line hasn't done it already, it'll switch to 4-inch ABS. This one underneath there. Alright, I located the camera head. In this case, it's very easy. You can actually eyeball this one, which is unique. If you, it's especially easy to see if you're up on the main floor looking out the kitchen window. If you look right down the backyard, you'll see a manhole cover with a bunch of cinder blocks around it. That manhole is where the sewer line, that's where your line ties into the main. And what I love about these sewer lines back here, I've done a few of these over the years, it's some of these rare lines that concrete, it's all under dirt. So if you ever have to do a repair, you've got a little bit of an awkward hillside to deal with, but it's all just, you're not tearing concrete up. That joint there, I mean, it is just slightly out of whack, like a 1/16 of an inch. That's so minor, it's not even going on my report. I don't want anyone reading a report and hear offset joint and think I'm actually talking about something legitimate. That is incredibly minor. This line is an unbelievable amount of flow. It's just sheer drop the entire way, which makes this line, relative to most, a much harder line to block and certainly a much harder line to back up. The amount of head pressure that it would develop this line is probably 5 to 10 times as much. Not that you should abuse your line, but this is one that would handle more of that than the average one would. And so the clean out here, it is straight out from the house. We're going through this access point because the ground in the backyard is like concrete. It's so hard. But it's straight away from the house, sitting about, looks like about 3 feet out from the foundation wall. On lines like this that are super steep, they are actually more prone to grease buildup than a line that runs flatter. And the reason for that, and grease is something you don't want to put down your line to begin with, cooking oil, fats in general. The reason for that is the grease is a more viscous fluid, or semi-solid, depending on how hot it is. The water will get moving so quickly, especially when you've got hot water to help clean off your pans, the hot water will outrun the grease and leave it behind. And so on hard like this, you know, on your average line that's got a flatter spot and then a hard dive, you'll often get 5 to 10 times more grease buildup on your hard vertical drops than you will on the flat spots. It's kind of counterintuitive. It's about the one thing that doesn't travel quite as well through a line when it's this steep. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and reel the camera out of the line. Fabulous looking sewer line. Great flow end to end. All the pipe is in good condition and very clean. Sewer line is functioning properly at this time. So I'm very happy to see the last guys that were out here that scoped this thing, scoped the storm system on accident. So I'm glad there's no surprises for the seller here. Anyway, if you follow this sewer line out the back, originally I thought it might be one of those sewer lines that the clean out comes into the top of the pipe after the line makes a turn. It doesn't. It's just a little bit further out from the foundation wall than the average clean out. Usually they're within about 16 inches. This one looks like it's more like 3 feet out. Anyway, that's an immaculate looking line there. That's about as good as it gets. Sewer line is functioning properly at this time.